Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Madonna, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing some of the healthy habits that have changed my life. Okay, so on my laptop, I have written down like 10 healthy habits that have changed my life that I try to incorporate into like a day-to-day basis. So like I mentioned before, these are the habits that have actually changed my life and has actually like helped me with like my mental health and just like overall living a better, healthier life. And I also posted a video like this like a few months back, but I have like some new and improved habits that I wanted to share with you guys in hopes that these will help you too. But before we get into this video, I'd really appreciate it if you guys hit that big red subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up because it'll really help me out. I don't want to keep this intro super long, so let's just go ahead and get right on into the video. Alright, so the first healthy habit that I have for you guys is developing a good morning routine. So what I mean by that is like to stay off your phone, actually do something productive in the morning, like go on a walk, meditate, journal, and try your best to have like a great start to your day. Because I feel like starting your day on the right foot, like getting all of your morning routine rituals done before like 9 a.m., you're gonna feel productive for the rest of the day. Whereas if you wake up at like noon and then you just stay on your phone for like an hour, watch a movie, like you're just gonna feel unproductive, unmotivated for the rest of the day. So that's why I feel like incorporating a good morning routine into your life is such a good idea, just because a good morning routine always sets the tone for the day, and that's one of my favorite things to do. I have like my nice little morning routine. I might make a video on it sometime soon, but for me, I like to wake up, I like to stay off my phone for like a good like hour or something. I like to go to the gym, I like to make a healthy breakfast, and I like to get all of that done before like 9:30 in the morning, so I have the rest of the day to do like something more productive. Okay, so the next one I have for you guys is walking. So I feel like any type of like physical movement or anything like that is like really good for your health, but I feel like walking is super crucial just because you get to connect with nature and you get to like sort of be in the right headspace when you're walking. I mean, that's for me personally because I like to listen to music. Sometimes I listen to a podcast when I'm walking, but overall, when I'm finished with my walk, I feel so much better and I feel so much more productive. I don't know, I just like the idea of like going on a long walk. I mean, you guys don't have to go on like a 3-mile walk. You can like keep it at like a 10-minute, like 7-minute walk, and I definitely recommend that you guys give walking a try at least a couple times a week, just because one, it's really good for like movement and getting your like steps in for that day. But like I mentioned before, it also helps you connect with the world a little more and just to get off your phone. Okay, so this is one thing that I actually do every day. I mean, I do all of these things a lot, but this habit is something I've actually stuck with for like a long time, for as long as I can remember, and that is to eat 3 meals a day, especially breakfast. So I know this can sound like kind of cringy, but like as you guys know, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and a lot of people skip breakfast. I don't know how people can do that because breakfast is my favorite. I like to make like a huge breakfast in the morning, and I feel like if I don't do that, the rest of my day I'm just super like lethargic and I'm just so unmotivated and I feel gross. Like I need food in my stomach. And like I'm not saying eat a banana for breakfast. I mean, you can do that for like a snack, but like make like a good breakfast. Like make a couple eggs, like a slice of toast, something like that. And if you guys aren't like used to eating breakfast in the morning, just please try it because honestly, I find breakfast is so crucial, and that's for me personally, but I feel like if you guys gave it a try, it would definitely help you out too. And of course, don't forget to eat lunch and dinner. You don't have to make anything super crazy for dinner and lunch. You can literally meal prep, which is basically where you cook a bunch of food at the beginning of the week and then you put it in like boxes, like chicken and rice or something like that. Like it doesn't have to be anything super crazy, but I feel like following like a good meal plan is super good just for like your overall health, and I feel like not a lot of people do that. Like I know a bunch of people that say that they only eat like 1 meal a day and that's like mac and cheese. That's just not good in the long run. So if you guys aren't eating like at least 2 meals a day, I totally recommend doing that just for your overall better health. Okay, so one of my favorite ones is prioritizing alone time. So I feel like a lot of people take their alone time for granted, but me, I've been prioritizing my alone time for a good like couple years now. I've always loved the feeling that I get when I'm like alone, reading, walking, going to a coffee shop, anything like that. I just love being in my own presence because like I'm my own person, I can do whatever I want, and I used to kind of hate it like a few years ago. Like I would always hate when I'd finish hanging out with my friends. Like I'd feel like trapped almost when I'm home. Like what is there to do by yourself? But that's completely not true. I feel like if you kind of open your mind a little bit to like the possibilities that you can do while you're alone, you'll gain a lot from it, and I feel like it teaches you to be more independent and not like to rely on other people, just because at the end of the day, you're the only one that's going to be there for you. And I feel like prioritizing your alone time is so important. But if you're so used to doing things with your friends, with your family, with your boyfriend, girlfriend, etc., I totally recommend just like doing it alone. Like if you're so used to going on night drives with your friends, try going on a night drive by yourself, or like a walk or something like that. I do also want to make a video on how to be okay like with being alone. I might do that in the near future, but as of right now, I just wanted to incorporate this into my habit list just because I feel like it's super crucial and important. Now I'm also going to talk about a few more habits, but this one is, I wouldn't really say it's a habit, but it's something really important if you want to keep continuing with your healthy habits, and that is to have balance. And I believe balance is super important, and what I mean by that is like you can't have this like perfect routine where you eat healthy, go to the gym, without having a little bit of fun on the side, like maybe go out on the weekend with your friends, drink, I mean, as long as it's responsibly, but you know, binge on a bunch of food, you know what I mean? Like you're not gonna lose all of your progress that you've made if you just balance your life out. Like I was in a super toxic mindset like a couple years ago, like if I were to go out with my friends and eat a bunch of food, like I will lose all my progress, I'll get fat. And it was just such a toxic mentality to have. And I feel like what makes life so special and so great is by prioritizing your time with your friends and having balance with that aspect too. Just because it's fun to go out till 3 a.m, you know, it's not gonna mess up your sleep schedule maybe for like the next couple of days, but it's so much more worth it to have that fun that you're gonna remember for the rest of your life, rather than always being in the mindset that you need to stick to a constant routine. So I just wanted to put that one out there before I continue with the rest of the habits, just because I want you guys to know that it's also super important to incorporate balance into your life too. So this habit is also one of my favorites too, and that is reading. I've talked about reading in a few of my past videos, but a few months ago, I have gotten into reading again. I used to get into slumps where I like stop reading for a few months and then get back to it for like a month, and it would just be like a constant cycle. But overall, reading is super good for the brain. It like practices the brain, gets it going for the rest of the day. And it's just a good thing to keep your brain constantly going, practicing it, working it out. And for me, I really enjoy reading, but the reason that I do enjoy reading is because I have found an author that I liked. The author that I like is Colleen Hoover. Super basic, I know, like her books are like trending right now, but I've read 4 of her books already. Well, I mean, I'm on the 4th right now, and that is Reminders of Him, and that book is super good. I'm like halfway through it right now, and I love it so much, and I just love the feeling I get from reading. So my tip for you guys is to definitely go ahead and find an author that you like before just jumping into a bunch of books. You know, like maybe read one book and then see if you like the author's writing style, how they portray the story, all of those things. And then chances are you will like the rest of that author's books. And that'll just get you into the habit of reading more and more and more. And also what I found for reading is that I've become more well-spoken by reading. I don't know if you guys notice that, but for me, I definitely do. Finishing a book is super satisfying, and just the whole feeling you get from reading is super awesome, and I definitely recommend that you guys read. So this one I don't see people talking about enough, and that is listening to motivational speeches. So one of my favorite like mentor, I guess you could say, is Tony Robbins. He is so good. I definitely recommend watching a few of his videos. They're kind of long. It's just like a super long seminar. He has like a bunch of them. And it's super motivational. I can't really explain it on camera just because it's sort of like a thing where you have to look for yourself and read for yourself and listen for yourself. But the knowledge that you guys will gain just from watching a couple of his videos, like you might not even know it when you're watching it, but you can use it in your day-to-day life and think more optimistic. That's what I've been personally doing. Like I have like a notebook to the side where I take a bunch of notes on his speeches, and I just love the way I feel after I finish like a super long speech. Like I feel super informed, and just the feeling is really great. And you can also listen to a motivational speech while you're walking, just to like kill 2 birds with 1 stone, I guess. And I just say, like, I'm not gonna try and explain it a little more because I'm probably like doing a terrible job, but just go ahead and watch it and you guys will not be disappointed. All right, the next one is to try and drink a gallon of water. All right, so for the past couple weeks, I have been incorporating water into my life a lot more, which sounds so pathetic because I cannot stand drinking water. That might sound really stupid, but for some reason I just forget to drink it. It's not like I hate the taste of water, I just wish it wasn't as boring. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of people go through the same struggle. If you're one of those people, just do it. I recommend just drinking a bunch of water throughout the day. You don't have to like start off with a gallon, but definitely like work your way up to at least like a liter, a couple liters throughout the day. Just because I feel more energetic when I drink a lot of water, and I know you guys will feel the same. It's a lot easier to wake up in the morning when you're super hydrated, you're motivated, you actually want to do things. And also, like for me, when I drink water, I'm less bloated throughout the day. Of course, water comes with like a lot of weight loss benefits, but just overall, the energy that I get from drinking a bunch of water throughout the day, it's ridiculous. Like the first thing I do is just chug it without even thinking about it. It might be gross because I hate drinking water as soon as I wake up, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And especially since like summer is pretty much here, you're gonna be a lot more dehydrated. So I'd recommend maybe getting one of those like gallon water bottles. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. If not, I'll just insert it into the video here. But it's basically with like a bunch of timestamps. So like 9 through like 5 o'clock, like you have to finish it. And I think that's a super cool idea. I just don't like how it doesn't keep your water cold throughout the day. So I have my hydro flask and I try to get through 3 of those per day, which might not be a lot, but it's a lot for me just because I'm just so unused to drinking water. So if you guys have not drank water yet today, here's your reminder to do it. Okay, so next, try avoiding caffeine. So for me, I don't really drink as much caffeine throughout the day, but on the days that I do drink more, it kind of gives me the opposite effect. Like I feel more drowsy, like more unmotivated if I were to just not drink it. And I know that's probably just me, but overall caffeine is just not really good if you take it in like really high amounts. And I've also like stopped drinking Celsiuses before going to the gym. There are days when sometimes I do need like the extra caffeine, but if you guys are drinking it, maybe do stick to a Celsius or something like that, or like, you know, a black coffee, just something with not a lot of sugar, because like Monsters, Red Bulls, all of those kind of energy drinks, terrible for you. That is gonna damage your body so much if you keep doing that. Of course, it's fine like every once in a while, but I used to be obsessed with Monsters. I would drink like 6 a week and it was really, really bad. And like it made my skin break out and it was just like not good. I would feel so gross. Because if you guys are in need for that extra energy, get more sleep throughout the night. And it might seem like it's not really doing anything at first because your body is so reliant on that caffeine so that you feel gross when you're without it. So just cut it out cold turkey. Maybe, you know, just have a couple energy drinks every now and then, but like get your body used to the feeling of not having caffeine. And you'll overall feel a lot better. You'll feel more motivated and things like that. So I don't know, just maybe take that into consideration a little bit. All right, and the final healthy habit I have for you guys is to plan out your day. And plan out your day, you know, when you wake up after like a couple hours of being awake, just get your planner, plan it out, and also plan it out by timestamps. So what I mean by that is maybe, you know, you have plans to go to the gym. So set that as a time to go to the gym, 11:30 a.m. to like, I don't know, like 1 o'clock p.m. Just because since you have that timestamp in your head, you're gonna want to do it more just because it's like a set time to do it. And you don't have a to-do list of just all of the things that you need to do, but you have that with the timestamps next to it, so you can't be putting it off throughout the day. And like there's not gonna be any room to like put it off for like the next hour because you have it written down on a to-do list with the time next to it where you have to do it. The point I was making with this is just plan out your day just so you have a better look of what needs to get done throughout the day, and you'll be more like obligated to do it. But those are all of the healthy habits that I have for you guys today, and if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to let me know in the comments down below, and I will probably be making more of these videos maybe in like a few months or something like that, where I actually have like new healthy habits to like show you guys. But yeah, like I said before, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and please make sure to let me know in the comments if you did. But I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye!